Hello everyone. Have you ever felt you know the grammar rules but you still cannot ask for help or to make a request in English language? So don't worry, let's fix that today. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shishan and I welcome each one of you with a very big heart on my channel. In this lesson, you will learn 6 effective ways that you can make a request in English. Now, in our day-to-day interactions, we have to make requests from people to get things done. There are different ways to do that, and let's learn some of the smartest ways. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the first one. Actually, there are two: can you plus could you. Now, what's the difference? Now, can you is friendly, direct, and you can use it with your friends, family, or colleagues day in and day out. And it's very easy to follow as well. Can plus you plus the verb. The verb can be any verb for that matter, but remember you have to keep it in the base form. So don't add es, ing, ed or anything of that sort. Keep it simple, just like can you help me. So it's not can you help me, it's actually can you help me. So don't say can you coming here, do say can you come here please. So here's another tip for you. You can add this magic word please to keep it sounding from an order and to maintain the friendly vibe it has. Now, could you is slightly different. Now, when do we use it? We basically use it to step up the politeness of our request. You can use it when you want to be extra helpful or when you speak to someone you don't know very well. You can remember this one as the everyday request and this one as the polite strange for that matter. And one thing we do here is using could, the past form of the verb can. It makes the request feel more distant and therefore it would be much polite to say. So next time when you speak to a stranger and when you want to make a request, try using could you, like in this example here, could you tell me the way to the nearest railway station? Let's say you want to find the bus stop, so you can ask, could you tell me the way to the bus stand, please? Add please to make it much softer. And let's move on to the next one we have, would you mind plus ing. Now, this one is one of the softest ways that you can make a request. This one is actually pretty cool because when you say would you mind, your listener would naturally think you are so polite and thoughtful. That's because when you say it, you show that you don't want to make any inconvenience to the person you are talking to. You show that you have been so considerate. So, how do we use it correctly? Let's learn the golden rule here. Have a look at these two examples. Would you mind move? Would you mind moving? Now, this one is incorrect because it says move. Now, we cannot use the base form of the verb like in the previous one after this word mind here. So, you have to use the ing form of the verb. So remember to use the ing verbs with this pattern. And let's have a look at the third one on the list. Is it okay if I? Now, there are situations we feel that we just can't straight away make a request. We feel it's important to get the permission before we act. And that's when you can use this one. Is it okay if I? Now, when you say is it okay if I, you are actually checking the vibe before you act to make sure your action won't bother the other person. So, have a look at these two examples. Is it okay if I turn up the music? Now, both of them want to change something, but they take their time to check whether it is okay with the other person. So, that's how you can use this correctly. Now, let's move on to the next one on the list. Do you happen to know? Now, I call it the no pressure question. Sometimes we need to get some information from strangers, particularly when we are on the street or when we travel, we need to get their help. So, what do we do then? This is the perfect one for that kind of situation. Do you happen to know? So let's say you are on a new city and you want to find an ATM machine, and luckily you come across a person and you are not sure whether he can help you or not. And that's when you can confidently ask, do you happen to know where the nearest ATM is? Now, when you say, do you happen to know, you are giving an out for that person in case he or she doesn't know the answer. And let's move on to the last one. This one also a wonderful way that you can make a request in English. This is a professional way to make a request in English language. I call it the big favor question. Now, there are situations in our life we need to ask for bigger help from people, just like borrowing money or taking a day off. And that's when you can use this one. I was wondering if I could. One thing I love about this one is it starts really slowly. When you say, I was wondering if I could, your listener would be naturally in a state to listen to you, and you will probably get the job done. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to click the bell icon for all the updated lessons. Let's meet in a new video soon.